Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. That's the Silver Spur Hybrid. I quite like that because it's a hybrid and that grille is a lot better than when it was vertical. So if I had that kind of money, I'd probably buy one of those, as that's a nice long distance cruising saloon. Anyway, enough of that. As you know, the marriage industry in America has been in somewhat of a terminal decline, and the divorce industry has been in a sort of terminal climb. The most important thing in divorce is the trend of older people getting divorced. This is a New Jersey legal firm, and they've cottoned on to the fact that older people are getting divorced, and thus they're plugging for business. As you can see, services, e-divorce, family law and grey divorce. Also for men, New Jersey alimony rights for men. Let's have a look at that. And it's all a sales pitch for men if they got divorced and they have to pay alimony. But anyway, it says, a golden years divorce, also known as a grey divorce, used to be rare. In fact, the 50-plus demographic was once least likely to end a divorce. Now the tables have turned. They're the only age group that is seeing an increase in divorce rates. It's a divorce that is often initiated once spouses are nearing retirement, which means they face additional financial challenges when they end their marriage. Now, it just goes down telling you about it and the sales pitch. This was done on March the 1st, 2022. Now you fast forward to May the 3rd this year. This is another legal site. This is more of another sales pitch. US divorce rate statistics 2023, how co-parents manage shared debt and finances. Divorce rates in America have been falling slowly over the past decades, but still remain higher than they were in the early 70s. Well, if the marriage rate is falling in America, then the divorce rate is also only going to fall, so there's some logic in that. According to recent data, 35 to 50% of first marriages end in divorce. Now that's been shown on TikTok, on the 33 Secrets channel and all the other ones. The women in America are seeing the first marriage as a starter marriage, so that gives truth to this. While second marriages have a higher divorce rate, that's also been statistically shown on my channel and other channels. Most divorces occur in the first 5 years of marriage, and communication problems, infidelity, and financial issues are the most common reasons for divorce. Now it goes down based on the latest data in US Census Bureau. Let's have a look at that. Page not found. Bugger. Anyway, if you're an American and you live in these states and your marriage most likely will end up in divorce, if you just click on that, it gives you the rundown of the financial dealing in your particular state. In the case in Nevada, the population in 2023 was just 3,209,142 people. And it shows you the population increase from virtually nothing in 1880 to that in 2020. But it just gives you all the details. Emma Stone, she's pretty. And just all the information about Nevada. Like the population is mostly white and not many African Americans in Nevada, or Asians or Native Americans, and even hardly any Hawaiians. But anyway, get rid of that. These states have the highest divorce rates in America. Notice most of them are in the southern parts of America, except Nevada, so there must be something about the southern states of America that initiates a lot of divorce. I know a lot of African Americans live in the southern states of America, so maybe that's mostly black divorces and not white divorces. You tell me. Anyway, it says divorce rates vary by occupation, with some professions having a higher rate of divorce than others. Blue-collar workers, construction workers, food delivery drivers and salespeople have some of the highest divorce rates. The US Army also has a higher divorce rates than the general public. When the guy's away on postings, the soldier, his wife could be playing around, and when he comes back she hits him with divorce papers. I've seen comments from the various YouTube channels about MGTOW that the guys that have been in the army, and this is exactly what's happened to them. Also with the US Air Force and especially the US Navy. And it says divorce can have a significant impact on co-parents, that's meaning the children suffer, who are trying to take on new responsibilities while managing shared debt and financial obligations. The shared debt would be the mortgage, and the financial obligations would be if she's got a college debt. It can be especially challenging to navigate these issues if communication is difficult between the co-parents. While divorce rates in the USA may be slowly declining, well, I've covered that. If the marriage rate is going down, then the number of people that are divorcing will also be going down. Co-parenting after divorce may still be difficult and a stressful process. And then it goes after this, the sales pitch for this company onward. Get rid of that. Now, this was done on May 3rd. Fast forward to, where is it? June the 3rd this year. As you can see, Everyday Health. Why more couples are divorcing at older ages and after more years of marriage than before. And it says, baby boomers often given credit for social trends. Now they're known as the Great Divorce, couples calling it quits in middle age or older, often after decades of marriage. And then the women goes on TikTok to complain that she made a great big mistake. More than 1 in 3 people who divorce in America are older than 50. Now, where is it? There we go. This woman, Susan L. Brown, she's PhD, Distinguished Professor of Sociology at Bowling State University in Bowling Green, Ohio. She says, Great divorce rate did double from 1990 to 2010. Now, think back, people. What happened in 1990? Third wave feminism started in 1990. Fast forward to 2012, fourth wave feminism started in 2012. So all these middle-aged women, they got indoctrinated with feminism, third and fourth wave, and that's the reason why you get a grey divorce. They look at the husband, they think they can do better if they divorce, and then they suddenly find out that Chad no longer wants them, then they go on TikTok and complain about it. It says, divorce amongst people aged 50 to 64 has now levelled off, probably because women are seeing all these other women can't get a guy after they divorce and decide they better stick with the marriage. But it's continued to climb for those over age 65 as more boomers fall into the demographic. It seems that the older women are not taking notice of what's happening to the younger women. And then evidence shows marriage is good for your health and all this yada yada yada. So why is grey divorce becoming more common now? There are more likely factors that contributing why more older couples are getting divorced now than in previous generations. And it says, our cultural script or expectations for what constitutes marital success have changed over time. Yeah, and feminism has a direct impact on that. And then it goes how to strengthen relationships, blah, 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 blah. Now, I also found on divorce.com why women initiate divorce. This was done on October 12th, 2023, or about 4 weeks ago, come Thursday. Statistically, women initiate divorce more than men in heterosexual marriages. I wonder who initiates the divorce in a lesbian marriage. Could be the woman. Anyway, it says, while divorce is associated with significant challenges, especially for women, women are still the driving force behind most marriage disillusions. What exactly makes women file to divorce more than men? She thinks she can do better, but she finds out that she can't. And then it goes, key takeaways, who files for divorce more in America? The women initiate divorce more often than the past because women now have a job, more job opportunities and a higher independent income, making getting a divorce less financial risky than it was in the past. In other words, when she divorces, she gets cash and prizes, and more often than not, the family home. And divorces now becomes easier to get, especially after legislation of no-fault divorces. See what it says with that. Come on. Get rid of that. Who's at fault in no-fault divorce? And bugger that, not paying Forbes. Anyway. Who files divorce? 31% of men, 69% of women. What percentage of divorces are initiated by the wife? And then, however, in contrast to unmarried relationships, there wasn't a significant difference between whether women or men choose to end their relationship. Why are women unhappy in marriages? What percentage of divorce is initiated by men? That's 29 to 30%. Reason why women divorce, and then it gives you all the reasons in detail. You can read that yourself and actually put all these links below. Anyway, despite this, and this, Americans are still wanting to get married, and they're spending $30,000 on average on getting married. Now this is as you can see, Fox Business. This was done on June the 6th this year, and the Knots Worldwide Global Wedding Report. He's the CEO of it. And then it goes down, money saving tips, where is it? Premarital relationship trends for 2023. How do most American couples meet? Nearly 1/3 of Americans, 32% of couples met online. That means the dating apps. More virtually is reported the common way Americans are finding their long-term romantic partners. Virtually. In other words, swipe left, swipe right. Having mutual friends is the most common way couples met outside America. And it shows which countries. 1 in 5, 1/3 of couples met because they had friends in common. Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil, France, Portugal, Spain, Italy. They're not found. My dad met Mum at Butlins in Skegness just before the war. Now, dating flourishes amid controversial pandemic as singles get serious about dating. Meeting a significant other through work was the second most common way couples met outside the US. As we know, work in America is a toxic environment for men with the women in the workplace, especially the office. This bit made me Laugh. How many Americans live together before the wedding? 3 and 4 American couples, 78% reported lived together before their weddings, according to the Knot. That's 3 and 4 American couples in a common law marriage. And if she gets knocked up before they get married, the guy is up for child support. And also, if it's a common law marriage that the Americans' legal system says they are married, then he's up for alimony as well. And they didn't even tie the knot. How the economy spending plans to look for 2023 newlyweds and soon-to-be weds. Are American couples concerned about the economy? Half of American couples told the Knot that their wedding budget and plans are now being affected by the current economy. Have a look at that. So that. Wedding gifts. And then it goes again. How much Americans are spending on a marriage? American couples are reportedly spending $30,000 on 117 wedding guests. I don't even know 117 people. In fact, I don't think I've even spoke to 117 people in my whole life. And the approximate average, which is based on self-reported numbers, the US has the highest wedding expenditure of all the countries. Big spending Americans. And then it's India, newlyweds, Indian couples, weddings are bouncing back and spending is increasing. Over here it's $23,000. UK couples reportedly spend this on 81 guests. I don't even know 81 people here. And then top 5 wedding vendor countries for Americans. 93 of American couples buying and renting their wedding dress, but as you all know, I've reported the wedding dress industry in America has gone into a sharp decline. And then, how long has it taken Americans to plan the wedding? That should be, how long has it taken American women to plan their wedding? It's 15 to 16 months. And over here in Britain, it's 13 to 14 months. I live opposite a church. On a side note, the weddings and christenings used to be a pretty regular thing in the spring and summer, but I just can't remember the last time I saw a wedding. And we're talking about the last 10 years, 12 years at least. So I don't even remember seeing many christenings. That is just dropped, nothing. And what month is the most popular time to get married in America? It's October. I'll have a look to see what the statistics are for October in marriage in America. That could be up, could be down. I don't know. And it goes, the popular reception located in America for weddings. Apparently banqueting halls and barns that would be in the countryside part of America. It'd be interesting to see if there's any banqueting halls have had the weddings cancelled or they've had a decline in bookings for weddings. Why do American couples stand in wedding traditions? That's cutting the cake and dancing, all that sort of stuff. The first dance, I should say. But anyway, Americans are spending $30,000 on a wedding, and later on, they're spending more money and getting a divorce, as you can see, and especially if they're older. And then the women go on TikTok complaining that the child doesn't want them anymore because they're getting old, and they wish they never divorce a husband. Because as you can see, why do women initiate divorce? But it's going to be interesting to see if this 45%, 52% of single women in America at 2030 are divorced, or not divorced, you daft bugger. 52% of women single and childless by 2030. So I'll see if I can find some more on this, but I think I'm way over the 10-minute mark now, probably getting on for 20 minutes. So I'll have to leave it now. Okay, people, you know the routine, like, dislike, etc. It's completely up to you. So until next Monday, that's it for this one. Bye-bye.